This is Madman Dan, Operation Dark Horizon, January 1943, turn 14. And before we begin our turn, just a little bit of housekeeping. I think last turn I mistakenly said I ended up with 8 FVC IPPs, but I think that should have been 9. Uh, we were at 7 income and we would have gotten a $2 bonus, and then we would have lost 1, and now we're back at 8. Also, the Silk, the German player, thought he could bring in 2 troops into here, and he couldn't. And I don't think he would have made that attack with only one infantry to soak hit, because obviously these Foreign Legion are crack troops and can get 2 hits for days. So these troops get to live, and the attack was called off. So, which is pretty great for me because it lets us do a couple of things. But today we're not rolling for tech because we already PBD'd it. And drumroll please. No, not today. Again, we do not get radar, but uh, we did get improved construction, which lets us do a couple of cute things, which I personally will enjoy. Uh, we'll see how it works out. So we can jump on to our buys. Okay, so since we got improved construction, we're going to do a lot of facility building this turn. We are going to build one railroad connecting this zone up. Oburg and something Chari and Sudan. And because we don't want Gibraltar to be surrounded, I should check. I'm feeling it might cost more to build in mountains. I'm hoping not. uh, because I'm just going to assume I don't for now. And anyway, let's assume each of these costs 2. So I'll be building 4 facilities in Gibraltar. We're going to be building 3 minor ports and 1 subbase. Each of these will allow us not to be surrounded unless if they're bombed. And as far as I'm aware, Germany only has 2 bombers, so that will give us some breathing room for just a 8 IPP investment. And they'll all be going on this line, so they affect both zones because I think I can, may as well. So that's going to be one crowded zone, but we'll build there. We're also going to build 3 infantry for London, or not London, but Great Britain proper. The FEC are going to build 1 airborne and start construction on an airfield, so that will be $5. By the way, this should take all of Britain's money if I've done the numbers correctly. So that should be 18 bucks. And the French will also be getting a Foreign Legion and a Free Foreign Legion. All right, on to our combat moves. We have a tactical bomber here that may as well try its hand at killing a coastal submarine. These guys are going to do a suicidal attack on eastern Yugoslavia and try to take off some German IPPs. We're going to have a seaplane try to kill us up. And I think that's it. Nothing we can really do down here. Or down here, now that Lower Egypt has fallen, sadly. The Italians can deal with that damage. And yeah, this stack in Siam is too big to attack. So those are the extents of our moves. Okay, so let's get rolling to trying to kill some subs. So here, 1 at 3. What's 1 too many? Too bad, and the rest will submerge, which will be great for me. In here, we're going to have 1 at 7. And hooray, we kill 1 submarine this turn. And the rest will submerge. What next? Right, we'll do this 1 attack into Bulgaria, which consists of 1 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 cavalry. Definitely not the best attack I could do, but here's hoping for the best. So this blue die will be our first strike, and everything is at 2s. Well, that's definitely not what I would. So no hits for me, and he's 4 and 5s. So that's 1, so we might as well go again. And that's the rest of that. So that was a pretty tail attack, but oh well, the brave Turks go down in glory. Alright, on to our non-combats. So, since these guys have submerged, and we still have this port, this transport's going to do a little wee strategic naval movement by going 1, 2, 3 into port here. The transport that's in port here is going to pick up an infantry and an AA gun and move down 1, 2, 3 spaces and drop off these guys in Gibraltar. Next, we're going to move this big stack of the last of the British fleet, 1, 2 through this zone, and this tactical bomber will land on the light carrier. This fourth fleet will also be moving 2 spots, but I think I'm going to break off a couple destroyers to help defend the zone if the Germans want to come try their hand at it. In some other locations around the world, as I look at my notes, this plane will go off map and go land back in southern England. What's next? We're going to move down 3 infantry and an AA gun from northern England to southern England. And that's it. We're not doing anything over here. We're not doing anything over here. Here we're going to just step back into Calcutta and Benares. Let's put an artillery and an AA gun in Calcutta. So that will give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should give us enough to hold off any surprise, well, more surprise attacks. And I think that's all we can really do as the Commonwealth. We'll be collecting 25 as the British, which we'll try not to lose. And the FEC is going to collect 7, and they'll go up to 12 IPP. Alright, on to France. France, oh, these 2 French battleships are technically still in the zone. They are going to move through these coastal submarines, which can get some shots at them if they wish. And if Panzer J wishes to do so, he can feel free to roll that on his turn. And hopefully, if these 2 battleships somehow manage to live, they'll also join the British fleet in M2. Since we still have these 2 units, they're going to walk up into Gibraltar. Just copy these ships. No, not like that. Copy these, ship to Foreign Legion. And we really should have placed units. Not that it really matters at this point. These 2 Foreign Legion are going to step into that hard to pronounce name, hard to pronounce zone. We're going to move 1 AA gun and 1 mountain from Eritrea into Abyssinia. In fact, we'll move 1 more mountain from Nubia into Eritrea. Actually, is that right? he has, the Germans can bring in 2, 3, 4, 5. No, let's not do that. Scratch that. We will leave the mountain in Nubia. Well, actually, in fact, I don't think there's really any reason to stay in Nubia right now. If he wants to blitz in, he can, and I can try my darndest to counterattack. And if that's the case, I will move one mountain into Abyssinia. Don't I love indecisiveness? So I've did that, done that, and I think that's it. So let me just do, well, and they'll collect their 2 IPP. So now we'll place all our units. So these 2 units, the 2 French Foreign Legion, go into Cameroon. This air base is going under construction in Calcutta. For some reason that tile is massive. We're going to build 1 airborne into Calcutta. And then I'm going to finish this railroad. I have no idea how we can actually physically place these, so they'll just go there. And these 3 infantry will go into northern England. And I think that is that. Any last minute things? Oh yes, there was one last minute thing to do. I am to move this sub to 122 P69. All right. Yeah, and now we are certainly done. This has been Madman Dan, coming to you in very not action-packed British turn. Well, that seems to be our fate this game, to be the punching bag for, well, pretty much everyone. But hey, it is what it is. In any case, this has been Madman Dan. Hope you've all had a good time watching, and I hope you all have a great night. Bye. And we are back again to do my promised unit recap. So, starting in Northern England, we have 3 infantry, 2 militia, and a fighter, along with some number of American stuff. I'm not too sure the numbers, so I won't speak to them. In Southern England, we have a seaplane, a transport and battleship in port, 3 fighters, 5 militia, 2 AA guns, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 infantry. In London, we have an AA gun, an infantry, and a militia. Next, we have in Gibraltar, we have a mess of facilities. We have 4 French Foreign Legion, 1 British Mountain, 2 British AA guns, 1 American AA gun, 1 American medium bomber, 1 militia, 1 American infantry, and 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 British infantry. In A44, we have 2 destroyers, a transport, and a heavy cruiser. In M2, we have 2 French battleships, maybe, 2 British destroyers, 1 British torpedo boat destroyer, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 1 battleship, 1 damaged battleship, a light carrier, and a tactical bomber. In Cameroon, 2 French Foreign Legion in that zone, also 2 French Foreign Legion. In Sudan, we have 2 mountain, 1 infantry, 1 AA, and 1 artillery. In Abyssinia, we have 4 militia, 2 AA, and 2 mountain. Yes, let's do India. In Calcutta, we have 4 Gurkhas, 1 airborne, 1 artillery, 2 AA guns, and 2 militia and 2 infantry. In Benares, we have 8 Gurkhas and an artillery. And I believe that's about that. Oh, and if I didn't mention it, submarine in P69. All right, this has been Man Dan, signing off once again. Bye.